Alleluia, 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 Alleluia. The Lord be with you and with your spirit. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Glory to you, O Lord. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished. They said, "Where did this man get all this? What kind of wisdom has been given to him? What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands? Is he not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the mother of James and John, and Joseph and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor except in his native place, and among his own kin, and in his own house." So he was not able to perform any mighty deed there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, so Jesus is coming back to his native place where he grew up. And, for 5 chapters, Mark has been telling us about all these great things that Jesus has been doing. Preaching to huge crowds, healing sick people, exorcising Satan out of possessed people. And you get the feeling that now Jesus is coming home and he's really excited. He wants to do for the people at home, the people he lived with and his relatives and friends and people he went to school with. He wants to do for them what he's been doing for other people. And the reaction to the people in his hometown is not what he expected. We're told that the people are astonished, but this word astonished is not used in the right way. It means flabbergasted, overwhelmed, almost amused. And they gang up on him, and either they're talking to him or talking to one another, and they raise a series of skeptical questions. And then we're told they took offense at him. Now that's really serious. They're offended by him. Well, they reject him. And, unfortunately, Jesus returns the favor and he rejects them. This is divine judgment. And Jesus says that a prophet is accepted everywhere, except in his native place and even in his home or by his relatives. This is pretty serious. This is not a simple story of a homecoming, Jesus returning home. It's really a deep theological story that we're dealing with right now. In the story, people refuse to think differently about God. Okay? They will not allow God to work differently in Jesus than the way God has always worked in the past. And so they're not only rejecting Jesus, they're really rejecting God. That's the problem here. And they have these preconceived notions of how God ought to act and how Jesus ought to act. And because God doesn't work the way they expect, God and Jesus are not able to perform great deeds there. Their ability to act are limited by the people's reaction. So, if I had to summarize the gospel, here we go. People's preconceived ideas of God and Jesus limited God's ability to act in their lives. The people's preconceived ideas of God and Jesus limited God's ability to act in their lives. Okay, reflect on that throughout the day And then come back tomorrow, we'll take a look at how we can apply that in our lives. God bless.